Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. A short while ago, I got this 40k squad. While I'm not into the gore and body horror of the flayed ones, I do like the Necrons, and I got a good deal on this box. It's the first Warhammer I've ever built, so let's get started. Clipping and cleanup was pretty easy. I clipped conservatively and removed the rest of the sprue with my knife. There were a few mold lines to tidy, but nothing too bad. Assembly, however, was a bit fiddly. I also wish I hadn't fully assembled before painting, as the poses made getting to the chests difficult. I dry fit everything, then glued with plastic glue. The other major assembly issue I had was the dangling bits. There's very little connection point for these small hands and arms, and in the future, if they fall off again, I'll either pin them or use super glue instead of plastic glue, or both. I debated a few themes for my Necrons and discussed with some friends. Finally, I settled on a Stargate color theme. These ones will be closer to a raw scheme with gold armor, but first I'm applying some Skywalker repellent to give the desert look to the bases. They got a black prime covered with a gunmetal base coat, so the skeletons would be the proper dark metallic look. Then I broke out the gold ink. I decided to try the inks again for these because, honestly, I did them way back around the time of the Big Bot Bash. One thing ink has going for it is the vibrancy and small particle size of its metallics. It does take a few coats to get an even coverage though. For such curved surfaces, you also have to worry about pooling and flowing. I hit the blades and spikes with bright silver to make them stand out and look sharp and menacing. The contrast between the two metallics works pretty well. Continuing to push the contrast, the skin and flesh got a gray undercoat so it would appear to be a bit older, but a wash of magenta and red to still look a bit fresh. It also helped to balance the warm and cool to fit with the warm gold and cool silver. To keep with the Stargate theme and push the contrast even more, I decided on a blue glow, like that of the eponymous wormhole. This was the part I most wish I had painted before assembly, as I couldn't get a good glow on the chest, but I focused on the eyes and it worked out. Finally, the sand was painted white so the gold armor wouldn't blend in with a tan. I painted the rims black and they were done. Overall, I'm pleased with how they turned out. I experimented plenty and learned from my mistakes, and still got a nice squad to start my Warhammer collection. Don't expect to see a lot of Warhammer content on my channel, but it might come up occasionally. Mostly I'll continue doing Pokemon, Star Wars, Heroescape, that kind of thing. So if you want to see any of that, feel free to subscribe. And either way, I hope you have a wonderful day.